What's up, you guys?
Hey,
this is Jim and Joe.
How y'all doing? And welcome to a new video.
We haven't done this.
We haven't done like a
series.
top 10 things yet.
So we're doing one right now.
Top 10 things people naturally expect teenagers to
know.
know. Now these are based on our experiences, and we just figured that there's a lot of things. Starting with one of the ones that we always criticize about that tipping incident, but people naturally expect teenagers to know that stuff because, for the most part, when I went to my first sit-down restaurant, I had gone with my mom.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. I had no idea how to pay for it or anything.
Yeah.
You have any backing up on that?
Yeah. My parents usually, when I was little, paid for, tips and all that. But now that we're teens, early teens.
We never make that mistake before, but a lady yelling at us for not leaving it, you should not just naturally assume a teenager knows how to do it, even though it is very mean if you don't leave one.
But you have to understand
Yeah, you have to understand that most teenagers have not been to a sit-down restaurant alone.
Yeah,
and most of the time, that's number one is tipping.
Tipping waiters, or waitresses.
Okay, number two.
Number two is get a job.
Now, to be honest, if this kind of drives in with a bunch of other stuff, but teenagers, their main focus should be on school. In my opinion.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I don't have a job right now. One of the reasons he doesn't.
Yep.
School. And mainly, this actually ties in with something else, but I know of some parents who tell their kids they need to get jobs.
Yeah.
They have to get jobs, and they, force them to do it.
Mm-hmm.
They literally, and you can't expect a kid to walk into an interview never being interviewed before and do well. And I just think, I've never been to an interview, but I'm willing to bet that the people who do the interviews are expecting, the best.
Exactly.
You shouldn't assume that out of teenagers, because they've never been to an interview before.
I mean, obviously you get paid for certain things, say if I want to be a checkout.
When you have to go to a job, you have to go through an interview. If people are, strict during that, they should not be strict with teenagers, because we have never been to one before.
Yeah.
Most of the time, some teenagers did have a job and they quit from it and went to another one. But for the most part, if I go to get a job, I'm not going to know jack about what to do when they say, oh, come back for an interview. So you guys shouldn't just naturally assume we know how to get one. You guys should just... I understand you guys are looking for the best, and most teenagers will try to be the best, I'm certain, but that's kind of a learning experience for them.
Exactly.
So I wouldn't be too harsh.
Yeah. But usually some people arrive at jobs early just to show good impressions of themselves. Especially if you want to get that job, you want to look presentable, you want to look ready for it, and you're ready to get paid to start your grown-up life. So
this one is one that I don't get at all.
Number 3 is
paying for yourself. Now, I know some kids who literally say, oh, I have a gym membership, my parents made me pay for it because I have to get a job. Oh, I have to go to driving school, my parents aren't paying it, and I have to pay it out of pocket.
Exactly.
One, people who have minimum wage jobs can't afford that.
Yeah.
And 2, I think it's in a way the parents' responsibility, not putting any stereotypes out there, but it's the parents' responsibility to, teach their kids all these things. I mean, with a gym membership, it's that's understandable. A kid doesn't have to go to the gym. But with the driving, if you're a parent and you aren't paying for your kid to go driving, I'm just saying we can't afford it. And it's something we have to learn to do. And it kind of ties in with the last one, so we don't know how to get a job, so if we can't get a job, we're never going to learn how to drive. I'm just people are if they naturally expect us to be able to pay for stuff like gym memberships and stuff like that, and even school and stuff.
Yeah.
We don't make a lot of money.
Especially when you're...
I think it's $10 an hour for minimum wage.
Oh yeah.
Santa tells me that's not enough to afford driving. So
Yeah.
I
But
mean, to get a
anyways.
license, it's like
Yeah.
It's like $180. So
Yeah.
I think. Don't take me up on that.
Yeah. So number 4 is the value of money.
Now,
some teenagers just waste money
yeah,
acting
some
like it grows off
teenagers
of trees.
just don't waste money, and you guys naturally expect us to know how to save it. It kind of ties in with the other two, like
Exactly.
Like I know how to save money, he knows how to save money, but we have a bunch of friends who literally they get a paycheck and they go spend it all immediately.
Like on maybe a skateboard, they'd spend hundreds of dollars just on a little paint job.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you're gonna probably get it scratched up.
Yeah,
or broken.
But what we're saying is that you guys should not assume that we know how to manage money.
Yeah, we're just giving you guys this tip.
We're just any of you who are not kids out there, we're just saying, I don't think you guys should assume we know how to manage money, because I'm pretty sure half the teenagers out there are broke. As a joke. Like, no joke.
Yeah. Anyways, leading off to number 5 is to do housework. I mean, a lot of teenagers nowadays are just lazy, playing, video games on the couch all day with their curtains shut.
And you guys should not, I hate doing housework, so you should not naturally assume, I know my mom naturally assumes this, but any of you who are out there, I understand, you have to make your kids do it. Do not naturally assume that they're just gonna do housework.
Yeah.
Don't just, without coming and telling them to clean their room, walk into their room and say, why isn't this clean?
Mm-hmm.
You can't just naturally expect kids to do that, because we hate housework. I mean, I'll do housework when the time,
comes.
If I'm, having a big party, my mom will say, go clean your room.
Go clean up.
But if you're a parent and not saying that to your kid, you're never going to have a clean room.
Yeah, I mean, it's always part, of responsibility.
Yeah, but we are not yet grown up, and you can't actually expect us to clean.
Because we're teens,
I mean, we will clean.
We will clean if we're told to.
Eventually.
I mean, I just
we will clean eventually on our own, but in truth, when we
Yeah.
I almost bet 9 out of 10 kids wouldn't, and if their mom told them to, they would. So I guess.
Yeah.
And also, if any of you guys are teenagers, write down if you think of any of these are true.
Please comment.
Yeah, especially our friends out there.
If you don't want to comment, give us a like that we know that somebody's, supporting us.
Number 6. This is get good grades.
Get good grades.
Now,
a lot of teens just,
A lot of teens, they don't care about school. I care about school. He cares about school, but we know a bunch of people who stay out till 10 and they're like, oh, I don't care about homework, I'm just gonna do it in class the next day.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure half the kids in any high school do that.
Yeah, or
and I'm just saying, if you want, I understand, but it's, kids should really, no offense to the kids, but they should really take more notice of this, because it's really their entire careers on the line. But in truth, you guys can't, you grown-ups can't expect us without, help to know how to get good grades.
Yeah.
I personally, my parents taught me, a million different study strategies. That's how I know how to get good grades.
Yeah.
But if you're, a parent out there and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to let him do his own thing. I don't care if he's getting low grades as long as he's passing school.
That's careless.
If you're saying that, you're not...
You're careless. Not in an offensive way. We're just pointing that out. Sort of need to, start opening up your eyes and just seeing what
to wrap it up, if you want your kids to get good grades, you gotta teach them something.
Gotta teach them something.
About studies, right?
Yeah, also another good point is kids take sports after school, so they sort of have a good reason to not do their homework. Yeah.
For instance, I do drama at my school.
Yep. You have very limited, time.
Literally, I can't, during, tech week and stuff, we don't have any time. So.
Yeah. That's why kids, get home around 7, 8-ish to do your homework then.
Oh, no, 10. That's
10.
when I get home.
Wow.
So, it's very late, so you just... Okay.
Yeah.
We're just gonna stop talking about this, but just
Anyways, where
this
were we?
number 7.
Number 7,
That-
to be safe.
Now, most of you
This is a big one.
most of your parents, like, this is not one I've seen in many parents. Many parents do make sure their kids are safe.
But
in
some
truth-
parents you've
but in
seen,
truth-
they're careless.
Yeah, if you know your kid is, like, doing drugs or something,
You gotta take action and say no.
yeah, because that's not keeping them safe. If, like,
They could get involved
like
with
even if
people.
your kid is being bullied or something, I don't know examples, but just stuff that could be happening.
Exactly. Like, for example, maybe you could, end up with the wrong group of kids, or
Yeah.
you for some apparent reason, you don't tell your parents where you are at night. They're calling the police looking for you, and when you get home, mother's down, on the ground just crying. Say,
No,
where
this
were
is-
you?
Yeah, so
No.
just
Communicate.
communicate with each other, like parents. Like we always tell our parents we're going.
Yep.
Yeah, so
That's why, good cell phones are
be
in
safe.
use.
But in truth, if
Thank you, Apple.
most kids that I know, most kids that I have heard of,
Mm.
they just leave the house and they
Yep.
don't tell their parents where they're going.
Yeah.
And it's just you don't know what they could be doing.
Exactly.
I just
Yeah. Number 8 is going to be to follow parents' rules.
so this one is immediately just imagine if your parents made rules like no leaving the house after 10.
Yep.
And stuff like that. If you have a kid, like it has to be a certain type of kid, they will literally. I've heard some of them sneaking out of their windows
Really?
to get out of the house at night. So yeah, just and also if you say don't swear, I'm pretty sure you'll have a kid who's like, hey, F you F,
Yeah, exactly.
You like
cursing all over
like
the place.
you can't expect we're different, but I don't know if I can majority, but a good amount of teenagers I think do that. Even if they're like us, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Good amount of teenagers do that. So you just note, you can't expect us to follow them. I mean, I would never sneak out of the house because, I would fall if I tried to climb out my window.
Exactly. If your parents tell you to do something, it'd be a good idea if you did what they told you to do.
Yeah, like if they say don't leave the house at 10, don't leave the house.
Because obviously you'd regret doing that.
Okay.
Number 9.
No, let me say this, because you wrote it wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Don't believe everything you hear on the internet.
Yeah.
I know this rule, but most people, they look on the internet, and they're like, they see it written 20 times on a website, and they're like, oh yeah, it's true, and then you go up to them, and you're like, hey, look at this website, this is from a professional, don't you know never to trust anything you see online?
Exactly.
No offense, I had that happen to me last week. And you can't expect kids to know that, not without being, taught about it. I didn't know that until, last week.
Yeah.
Some stuff, if you hear, something stupid, like they're banning cornbread or something, you know that's not true. Anyone would know that's not true, but if you hear something like, oh, this food is unhealthy, and then it's from, a bunch of bloggers, and then you have one thing that says it's healthy, just don't assume that the kid has seen that one thing from a health professional that said it's healthy, because
They could be just on rumors to get attention.
Yeah. No. They are not
Right. They're not.
We don't know. Most teenagers just don't know.
Just don't know. That's why you never want to trust people, because you don't know.
You never want to trust people on the internet, but most teenagers don't know that.
Yeah.
Just either tell them or, just, I don't know.
Yeah. Just, don't follow, don't listen to people on the internet, because people on the internet act stupid sometimes. And that's how life
literally,
goes.
20 people had said that this thing is, unhealthy that I looked up. And then, literally, my mom pulls up one, website, and she's like, oh, this is from a health professional. He says it's healthy. And, I genuinely believe a health professional over a bunch of mumbo-jumbo.
Yeah.
But, you see, 20 like times out of 1 you will be looking at people like that. So okay, so let's just move on to the last one, number 10. Feel free to say it.
Value of life.
Now, most people like the value of life. Like, what would you say that means? What you're gonna do in life?
The value of life is probably, you were born to do something. Everybody was born to do something.
But in truth, some people by the end of their teenage
Don't take
years,
advantage of that.
No, I mean like you were born to do something. They don't know what they want to do. Like,
Exactly.
have you ever heard of anyone who went to like a community college because they didn't know what they wanted to do by the end of their teenage years?
Yeah.
So this one is probably like I haven't seen like many like people say, "Oh, you don't know what you want to do. You're horrible." Like So this one is probably one of the more lenient ones, but just naturally expecting kids to know what they want to like major in college by the end of high school. Like most kids, like I'm gonna be honest, 90% of the kids I talked to, they said, "Oh, I'm going to college for this."
Exactly.
But there was this one kid who like didn't know what he wanted to do, and then he ended up having to like change colleges like during the summer. So it's just. Yeah, so I'm just saying, don't expect. I said also the value of life means friendship, family, and just naturally like if you see like one of the things I say is depression. If you're an adult, if your kid's depressed, or you're a teenager, if you're depressed.
That's why therapists are around.
Yeah, that's why you're not experiencing the values of life, because you're just saying, this is terrible.
Exactly.
Literally, I've met kids like that.
Yeah.
Like, no offense, but they're pretty like, they get you down. So just the bottom line is, don't expect us to know the value of life, especially with what we wanted to major in and stuff.
Yeah.
That don't like. I understand most teenagers do like the family and friends part of the value of life. You get what I mean? But in truth, what you want to do in life, that's a harder question that some people just don't have an answer to by the end of their teenage years.
Yeah.
So just don't naturally expect kids to know that.
Yeah. And if they don't know that, go talk to them about all these things in the top 10.
Yeah, but I'm just
series.
Saying these were kind of just off the top of our head. Some of these aren't the best examples.
Some of them do, leave off a pretty good idea of how teenagers should live.
But in truth, some of them, like, to me, aren't the best examples in the world. But hey, we're just two kids. So.
Exactly. But, this might have not been, the funnest episode, but, we just wanted to throw it out there.
We just wanted to throw it out there. There's a lot of stuff that, like, people, like, including other teenagers, naturally expect teenagers to do, but just, sometimes we don't know how to do it. Like, if we don't know how to find the value of life, we don't know, like, that we aren't supposed to believe people on the internet. We don't know, like, what the value of money is. You just...
Yeah.
I've talked to a million kids who don't know any of those 3 things. So, just... Yeah. Just to let it out there. But, hey, we'll be back with the funny episode soon.
Yeah, a fun episode. Maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe actor history. Maybe, maybe another mobile game.
We haven't done an actor history in a while. That should be next.
Okay. So, stay tuned for an actor history episode.
Yeah, and please
like, subscribe, comment. Please go share this video with a lot of teenagers that, are desperate for help.
And if you don't think the information in this video is accurate, we tried our best.
We tried our best.
Just, see y'all later.
See y'all later. Please like, subscribe, comment, and...
Yeah, see
y'all later. Go check out our other videos for more information about,
just...
top 10 videos, anything.
Challenges,
mobile gaming, we got it all. Just hit the Jim and Joe link, and boom, you have it all.
Okay,
Alright, see ya.